You might be the only real thing in existence, and everything else could just be a figment of your imagination. This is the radical claim of solipsism, and in this video, we'll explore why you clicked on the right title to dive deep into this mind-bending philosophical theory. Hello, and welcome to an exploration of one of the most intriguing and controversial ideas in philosophy, solipsism. This is an echo-verse insight, and in this video, we'll delve into the concept of solipsism, which suggests that you might be the only real thing in existence. We'll look at the origins of this idea, examine its radical claim, explore its implications, and discuss the criticisms it faces. By the end of this video, you'll have a comprehensive understanding of solipsism and why it's such a fascinating and provocative theory. Solipsism is the philosophical idea that only one's own mind is sure to exist. The term comes from the Latin words solos, meaning alone, and IPC, meaning self. In essence, solipsism suggests that your own consciousness is the only thing you can be certain of, and everything else, the external world, other people, and even your own body, could be an illusion or a creation of your mind. Throughout history, various thinkers have grappled with solipsistic ideas, including philosophers like Descartes, Berkeley, and Wittgenstein. While there are different variations of solipsism, the most extreme form is metaphysical solipsism, which asserts that the self is the only existing reality, and that everything else is a product of the self's mind. The core tenet of solipsism is that only the self can be known to exist. This means that your thoughts, feelings, perceptions, and experiences are the only things you can be sure of. Everything else, including the physical world and other minds, could be a complex illusion generated by your consciousness. Imagine a dream so vivid and coherent that you cannot distinguish it from reality. Solipsism suggests that your entire waking life could be like that dream, with your mind constructing every detail of the world around you. In this view, you are not just the center of your universe, you are the universe itself. This radical claim challenges our common-sense notions of reality and our belief in an objective external world that exists independently of our minds. It calls into question the very nature of existence and the relationship between the self and the world. If solipsism is true, it would have profound implications for our understanding of reality, other minds, and the nature of existence itself. Let's explore some of these implications in more detail. Firstly, if the external world is a product of your mind, it means that reality is not objective or independent, but rather a subjective creation of your consciousness. This would mean that the world as you know it is not a shared communal space, but a highly personal and individualized experience. Secondly, solipsism challenges our assumptions about other minds and the possibility of genuine communication or shared experiences. If other people are merely constructs of your mind, can you ever truly connect with them or understand their perspectives? This idea can lead to a sense of profound isolation and existential loneliness, as you may be the only truly real being in existence. Moreover, if the external world is an illusion, solipsism raises deep questions about the nature of knowledge and truth. How can we be certain of anything beyond our own minds? Can we trust our senses, our reasoning, or our memories if they are all part of the grand illusion created by our consciousness? Solipsism seems to lead to a kind of radical skepticism that undermines the very foundations of human knowledge and understanding. It suggests that we may never have access to an objective reality beyond the confines of our own minds. Despite its thought-provoking nature, solipsism faces several significant criticisms and challenges. Let's examine some of the most common objections to this radical theory. One major criticism is that solipsism is self-defeating. By claiming that only the self exists, solipsism makes an assertion about reality beyond the self, which seems to contradict its own premise. If the solipsist argues that nothing beyond their own mind can be known to exist, how can they be certain of the truth of solipsism itself? Another objection is that solipsism is unfalsifiable and untestable. If everything is a product of the solipsist's mind, there is no way to empirically prove or disprove the existence of an external reality. This makes solipsism more of a thought experiment or a metaphysical speculation than a scientifically verifiable theory. Some critics also argue that solipsism is psychologically implausible. It seems unlikely that a single mind, no matter how creative or powerful, could generate the vast complexity, consistency, and stability of the world we experience. The idea that other people, with their rich inner lives and unique perspectives, are merely figments of your imagination also goes against our deep-seated intuitions about the reality of other minds. Moreover, solipsism seems to fly in the face of our practical, everyday engagement with the world. We interact with others, navigate our environment, and make decisions based on the assumption that there is a real external world beyond our own minds. Solipsism, if taken seriously, would render much of human life and activity meaningless or illusory. Proponents of solipsism might respond to these criticisms in various ways. They could argue that the apparent contradictions or paradoxes of solipsism are themselves products of the solipsist's mind and do not refute the core claim of the theory. They might also suggest that the complexity and consistency of the world are testament to the creative power of the mind, rather than evidence of an independent reality. Some solipsists might bite the bullet and accept the radical implications of their view, embracing the idea that all of human life and knowledge is a grand illusion. Others might adopt a more moderate or skeptical stance, using solipsism as a tool for questioning our assumptions about reality without necessarily committing to its most extreme conclusions. In conclusion, solipsism is a radical and provocative philosophical theory that challenges our most basic assumptions about the nature of reality and our place within it. By claiming that only the self can be known to exist, solipsism raises deep questions about the relationship between the mind and the world, the possibility of knowledge and truth, and the meaning of human existence. While solipsism faces significant criticisms and challenges, it remains a powerful thought experiment that invites us to question our common-sense notions of reality and to consider the limits of human understanding. Whether we ultimately accept or reject solipsism, engaging with this theory can enrich our philosophical thinking and deepen our appreciation for the mysteries of consciousness and existence. As we reflect on the radical claim of solipsism, we are left with some profound and puzzling questions. Is the self the only true reality? Or is there an objective world beyond the reaches of our minds? Can we ever escape the prison of our own consciousness and connect with others in a meaningful way? And if solipsism is true, what does that mean for the nature of our existence and the purpose of our lives? These are questions that have haunted philosophers for centuries, and they may never have definitive answers. But by grappling with them, we can expand our intellectual horizons, sharpen our critical thinking, and deepen our sense of wonder at the strange and awe-inspiring nature of the human mind. So, the next time you find yourself questioning the reality of the world around you, remember the radical claim of solipsism and the many thinkers who have dared to doubt the very foundations of our existence. And as you ponder these big questions, take comfort in the fact that you are participating in a rich and enduring philosophical tradition that has challenged and inspired humans for generations. Thank you for watching this exploration of solipsism, the radical idea that you might be the only real thing in existence. I hope this video has delivered on its promise to provide a comprehensive and engaging look at this fascinating theory, and that it has left you with plenty of food for thought. If you enjoyed this video and found value in its content, please like, share, and subscribe to Echoverse Insights for more deep dives into philosophy, psychology, and the big questions of human existence. And don't forget to leave a comment below with your own thoughts, questions, and reflections on solipsism and its implications. Until next time, keep questioning, keep wondering, and keep exploring the amazing world of ideas. Thank you for being a part of this intellectual journey. And remember, even if you are the only real thing in existence, you are not alone in your quest for understanding and meaning.